It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up with temperatures in the mid-60s, and you guessed it, rain on the radar. A flood watch in effect across the region, too. So my big warning to you this morning is to watch for high water. Too much rain too quickly in some areas could lead to a flooding threat across the Ozarks, and some of that is ongoing from the rain and storms that we've had around in the last 2 weeks. So very active to begin our Friday, and I wish I could tell you that this was the last day with a rain chance. Unfortunately, it's not. We continue to see shower and thunderstorm activity in the forecast. I think most of the activity today will be before 2 o'clock. There is still a chance for some scattered shower activity as we head into the late parts of your Friday, but most of that rain is out there this morning for the morning drive, and I think we'll still have some hanging on for the lunch hour. The reason here, we've got low pressure right over the Ozarks, and there's a frontal boundary associated with that. So heavier downpours are actually south of that frontal boundary, and that's going to be areas south of I-44. It's also the region where we have at least a small chance for some of the storms to be a bit on the strong side. We saw some of that overnight. That will continue in place as we head through the day today. Watch for high water. That's the warning. If you see water over the roadway, if it's flooded out, you got to turn around and find a different way. Conditions are going to be soggy. I know the ground is saturated. The water levels, the river levels, the lake levels are up. Anybody with camping, floating plans for the weekend, you're going to want to check those area water levels and make sure you are plan accordingly if you have any weekend outdoor activities going on. The severe weather potential for today includes the threat for flooding, but it also includes the threat for some gusty winds and heavy downpours and some of the strongest storms that develop. Again, the best chance will be south of I-44. Everyone in the Ozarks could see some strong activity today, but I think the best chance is going to be down in northern Arkansas and the extreme southern counties in Missouri. We have additional chances for rain and storms in the forecast this weekend, but the chances look lower tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday of next week. Only about a 20% chance for rain each of those days. I do have a good chance for rain Saturday morning, and then the afternoon hours look dry. I also have a fairly dry day setting up for the forecast area on Sunday. So it's not a washout. We'll have the warm temperatures with highs making their way into the 80s. So there's plenty of time to get outdoors. Just know that it's probably going to be pretty waterlogged. You might not be able to mow the yard, for example, this weekend because things are just so saturated. Temperatures through this time period, they'll stay near 80 degrees. Even today, I think we could get close to 80 for that high temperature. There will be folks today that are going to stay in the upper 70s for highs, and then we'll hold on to that morning chance for rain on Saturday. Once again, highs either side of 80 degrees. Then we should be in the low 80s on Monday with more dry time. Some peaks of sunshine in my forecast for Sunday. And then by Monday, once again, we hold on to this about 20% chance for some scattered activity, but overall drier conditions working their way in at the tail end of this forecast. We need the dry days, and it does appear that we'll get a stretch of them next week. Around the country, there are showers and thunderstorms across the central and high plains today into tomorrow. This includes areas well off to the east into the middle, south, and mid-Tennessee valleys. We also continue to see tropical moisture that's going to bring a threat for heavy rain to the Carolinas. That's going to happen through tonight as we head into the start of the weekend. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Here it is. What scale is used to classify the intensity of tropical cyclones, including hurricanes, based on their sustained wind speeds? We talked a little bit about this, a related question yesterday, and the options are A, the Beaufort scale, B, the Fujita scale, C, the Saffir-Simpson scale, or D, the Richter scale. And the correct answer is C, the Saffir-Simpson scale. So congrats if that was your answer. It is a hurricane wind scale. It's a system that categorizes hurricanes based off their sustained wind speeds, and it ranges from 1 to 5. So if you hear us say it's a category 1 hurricane, a category 5 hurricane, we mean on the Saffir-Simpson scale. It helps estimate the potential damage that a hurricane can cause to property and infrastructure. And hurricanes with wind speeds of 111 miles per hour or higher are considered major hurricanes, and that would be a Category 3 storm or above. Category 3 starts at 111 miles per hour. All right, here's the quiz question that I'll leave you with for Monday morning. In the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific, tropical cyclones are called hurricanes. But what are they called in the Northwest Pacific? Do you think it's A, cyclones, B, typhoons, C, monsoons, or D, tornadoes? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. I hope everybody stays safe across the Ozarks today. Again, watch for high water. We're going to be around in a flood watch until this afternoon. Thank you so much to Command Family Medicine and Taylor Gruboff Chevrolet for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thank you for rounding out your week with us here. Sure appreciate it. I'll talk to you